Hello, everyone. My name is Elena. Today, I have here with myself Vincent from Fox ATM and Professor Graham Braithwaite from Cranfield University. And we will tell you about a brilliant initiative that the university has in relation to a plane. So that would be really, really nice to support the students from this university in this initiative. So Vincent will tell you a few more words, and then Graham will have a short presentation about the initiative.
Thanks, Elena. I'm Vincent from Fox ATM. And a few days ago, I've seen a post on LinkedIn by Graham about how Cranfield University, one of the well-known aviation-related university in the UK, is looking for help to buy their new flying lab, because the university operates a fleet of aircraft, and they need a bit of push to buy now a Saab 340B Plus for aviation geeks. And we have Professor Graham Braithwaite today on video with us to explain more about that. Graham, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for the opportunity to tell you a bit about our project. So I'm going to put up a few slides just to show you what we're up to. But Cranfield University for a number of years has flown the flying classroom. And at the moment we operate a Jetstream 31, a capable aeroplane, but sadly coming towards the end of its life for us. But lots of students have had this amazing experience where they get on board an aircraft and learn that aviation is so much more than mathematics on a page or on a whiteboard. It's that physical sensation of being in the aircraft and understanding how it operates. And I'm lucky enough that when I travel the world and I meet people who've had this experience, that they remember it as a pivotal moment in their education. So the aircraft, sadly, has come to the end of its economic life, really. It's getting harder to maintain, and yet every year we use it to fly over 1,500 students, mainly studying aeronautical engineer, from about 25 universities, many in the UK, but even as far away as Singapore. And students come from around the world to have this experience, and that really helps them in their knowledge. But it also helps us do some of the airborne research that the university is famous for. We've been around for 75 years this year, and actually the flying essence of Cranfield is just as alive now as it were when we were first set up as the College of Aeronautics. So when students get on board, as you can see from the image here, the seatback TV is actually connected to a variety of sensors that have been put onto the aircraft, which monitor how the aircraft is performing. So as the two pilots explain what it is they're about to do, the students will experience different maneuvers that they just wouldn't otherwise get to experience in a regular airliner. So some of those are replicating particular flying conditions, whether it's around stall or around Dutch roll and so on. And some of it's just demonstrating how things like speed affect the performance of the aircraft and so on. So it's an immersive sensory experience that the students have, but the whole time they're taking data recordings and they're using that to do some of the calculations they do as part of that flying lab experience. So even if you put this into a high fidelity simulator, you're not going to get the same experience as you would inside a real aeroplane. And it's part of lots of aviation research we do. That same unit of the university gets involved in things around flight safety. For example, we did some work with Delft University and TNO, a Dutch organization, about how pilots react to unexpected events and the kind of spatial disorientations that they might experience. We do work with colleagues in centres such as Engineering Photonics to mount sensors onto the aeroplanes that tell us about the health of that aircraft and so on. So, a lot of our teaching is very well connected to our research. And in fact, we were very lucky in 2019, it was announced that we had won the Queen's Anniversary Prize for the work of the National Flying Lab. Now, this is the highest honour you can win as a university in the UK, and we picked up the award from Buckingham Palace from His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales. And it was almost the last thing we got to do before lockdown, but it's a real testament to the work of the National Flying Lab that we were given that award. Now, our really exciting project at the moment is to bring a new aircraft into the fleet. It's a specially modified Saab 340B+. It's being modified up in Sweden as we speak. And this will allow us to fly more students. We get to do it in fewer flights, which is actually good in terms of reducing our environmental impact. But more importantly, what it means is that we can carry research equipment permanently on board. So actually, we're using the baggage space to carry research equipment on the aircraft and advanced communications technology. So the aircraft is being modified, as I say, at the moment. So Saab are doing the modifications, all designed by Cranfield Aerospace Solutions, which is part of the university, and by a company called Cytec, who've helped design the interface for the students. And the total project is costing us about £3 million. And to be able to deliver that, we need a lot of help from all sorts of partners. So I'm pleased to say the university put in the first million into this, and then we've had a variety of corporate partners, universities, some very generous individual donors, as well as some charitable trusts and foundations. And we're getting close to our target. We've still got a little way to go, and any help would be hugely well received. So we've had a lot of the big aviation players support us, even in very difficult circumstances, to get us up in the air, as well as support from companies who've given us in-kind support. So everything from pilot headsets through to the life jackets have been donated to us. In terms of progress, we've got our first 2 pilots trained and ready to go, despite the challenges of traveling to simulators and so on. We managed to get that done. And the image you can see on the right hand side is the interface that the students will experience on the tablet computers that'll be mounted into the seat backs when they go flying in the airplane. So you can see a range of instrumentation. There's lots of other screens that they can use. They can follow the moving map, and they can look at some of the cameras that are mounted onto the aircraft as well. In fact, we were going to go a step further, that as well as the students who get to fly in the airplane, we're going to reach out to students who are not yet able to have that experience. So particularly school students will be able to connect to the aircraft through an online resource. They'll be able to do live streaming from the aircraft with the help of Inmarsat, with Boeing, and with Honeywell. So we've added some really neat capability over and above the aircraft that it replaces. So look, this is a really unique aeroplane. It's going to do amazing things, not just in terms of research, but in terms of teaching at the university. It allows us to reach out to that next generation of aviation professionals, get them very excited about our wonderful industry. And in fact, when the aircraft is finished, and by here some of the engineers, in fact, who are doing some of the work, many of whom built the original aeroplane, this aircraft will actually come to Cranfield and depart from a new research centre. This is the Digital Aviation Research and Technology Centre, which is going to open in the next few months. And students will actually come into this building. They'll get the sensation of being in an airport terminal, and in fact be able to take part in research, because this gives us the flexible space to recreate some of the passenger experiences of airport terminals. So everything from eye scanning technology to recognise you as you walk through out onto the gate, through to other immersive experiences we'll give to try and improve that customer experience. So even the people that fly on this aeroplane will get to be part of the research that's being done at the university. So if anybody can help us along our journey, we would hugely appreciate that. And thanks very much for listening.
Graham, thank you for sharing that, and thank you for your enthusiasm. It's nice to see the energy and the smiles you put into that. So now we said with Fox ATM, when we've seen your post, we want to help you. We want to help you bring the word out. So the first question for me would be, who can help you? What kind of donations are you looking for? Are you looking for individuals, for companies, for both? How is the donation process organized?
That's a great question, and actually we've had help from lots of different people in different ways. So you can buy a part of the aeroplane. I think we started about £15. You can sponsor a part, and you can identify the kind of part that you've sponsored. So if somebody wanted to sponsor a seat or a window in the aircraft, there's opportunities around that. If it's a corporate sponsor, then obviously a larger donation would be hugely welcome. It doesn't have to come all at once. It could come over a period of time, and we will celebrate all of those people who've made a donation to the aeroplane. If people make a substantial donation, they'll also get one of our beautiful model aeroplanes of the aircraft. Very difficult to get hold of otherwise. But yes, there's lots of different ways, and if they can get in touch, we'll make sure we share the email address for that people can contact us through our alumni group. But yeah, any help is hugely welcome.
So we'll put your email address, contact details, as well as the link to your websites in the comments below that video. And what is your time frame? Because we've seen roughly the amount you are after. How much time do we have, or how much time does the community have to help you fulfill that wonderful project?
So we're anticipating that the aircraft will hopefully move across to the UK in April. We've still got a bit more modification to work to do. And what the university has done is underwritten the cost of this project whilst we do the fundraising. So if it doesn't come straight away, that's okay. It won't threaten the project. The project will definitely get finished, and we're really sure that we will do it the right way and we'll do it safely. But if somebody can help us over the next few months, that'd be really valuable. But we're happy to wait. And if people can help us during the life of the aircraft, that's also useful to us. So in terms of some of the supplies and services that we would otherwise purchase, there's some of the things that people can help support us with as well.
Very nice.
Cool.
So Graham, thank you for sharing that, and back to Elena.
Really good initiative, and wishing you a lot of good luck. Can someone pay you in a different currency?
I'm sure that's possible. Yes, we're a very international university. We will make that happen, of course. Thank you.
You're welcome, and all the best.
Thank you.